All right. Got the heater in the background. It's going to be great. It's going to be a good one tonight. Welcome to Master the Game. I'm Juice. Today we are painting the underwater Zorn, or the forest Zorn, or whatever you want to call it.
Look, miniatures are up to artistic interpretation.
Sure. I'm not saying that.
And this was a great choice for this.
Ooh, there goes the lag.
Ooh.
There goes the lag.
What's going on?
I saw that. I don't know, because I haven't done anything. But yeah, it might be one of those nights where I can't work on this chart on stream. I wonder if that's going to be a problem. We'll see. We'll see. Let us know in the chat if anything seems a little off.
We had some issues the other night, so...
Yeah, the video was a problem. So this is going to be an NPC Quirks table. Or traits. Should I just say traits and leave it? Like, so it's like you could roll up as many as you want, but one could be like a physical thing. The
Yeah,
next thing
so
might
these
not
are
be.
like interesting things to mention about NPCs, just so that they seem like relatable characters or they have unique qualities.
Right.
Basically. Also, if you have any tips on what color to paint his eye, please let me know, because I have no idea what I was thinking I was gonna do. I have no thoughts. Red?
For
Orange?
the eyes? Yeah, I don't
Orange
know.
is gonna make him look a little bit brighter.
Yeah. It would. Do you want him brighter? He's supposed to be a stealthy-like creature.
So then, no, you
would probably
want
not
to
do orange.
Then you want to do red,
Right.
right?
Sure.
Because in the dark, red is black, correct?
I don't know. You're the
Yes.
color theory person.
Right? Versus green, like he never did that, like, you know,
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
light test or whatever.
I mean, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Like if you turn the lights down, look, you guys. So if you turn the lights down low, right, there's a green apple and there's a red apple. And the color distorts, making them look different than the color that they are.
Yeah,
Right?
I have no idea what
You
you're
have no
talking
idea what I'm
about.
talking
I've never
about?
done
Okay.
what you're talking about.
We'll do an experiment later.
NPC Quirk. Oh, super analyzes colors in light and dark.
I was just explaining
Uh,
how I thought it works. There's something like that, man. I don't know. I don't remember.
So-
right?
Yeah, maybe. So I was inspired by Rollstat's blacksmith last night, who was hard of hearing.
Oh yeah.
So that's going to be the first trait on this table. Has a very hard time hearing.
I know he had trouble hearing us, and it made sense because he was like a blacksmith or whatever, and he's been hammering away.
Mm-hmm. I just love that he like butchered your names. It was great.
I'm gonna mess up these eyes so bad. Okay. Wish me luck. All right.
Good luck.
So he butchered their. Oh yes, yes.
Yes. So I just loved it when you guys introduced yourselves, both of you, after seeing how he was with the first. I think with you at first, still talking to him like it was no problem. That was funny. I thought it was pretty funny. But yeah, so that's the first one. Has a hard time hearing. Another one might be accident prone.
Could be.
You don't like that?
Like clumsy.
Yeah, yeah. It could be like he stubs his toe all the time, like on home furniture.
He
Falls
down
down
the
stairs. You know, accidentally pokes himself in the eye, like, you know, hits his head on things. Whatever.
Okay, yep, that works.
Melchior has arrived. We may now rejoice. So we're coming up with NPC quirks or traits. The first two are has a hard time hearing, and the second one is accident prone.
What about has like they have some sort of like, oh, I guess I don't know, maybe that wouldn't work. Never mind.
Has a tendency / bad habit of putting his hands in or near his mouth. Caleb's been sucking on his fingers again. So, you know, that kind of is inspired by that.
This is family style.
Yeah, you know. A constant complainer.
Is this about D&D or is this about the kids?
No, that was just that. I wasn't even thinking of that. Was that Lily?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You just mentioned.
Color blindness. Oh. Completely colorblind.
Always says, like it's a question after everything he or she says, yeah.
So that reminds me of a guy my mom used to date. His name was Larry. And he used to go, Oh, he used to drive me nuts. Oh, it was so bad. Yeah, I could totally do that. Always grunts, groans, and says, or There. Let's see.
They should be like
a pathological liar.
Oh, I mean, that might go against what you had planned, right?
No, this is like for random NPCs. So like the way I envision it is like, oh, the characters come across a shady individual in a tavern.
Oh, okay.
And you roll up one of these things like real quick and you're like, oh, okay. And it's supposed to inspire a character on the fly. Right?
I think you should, I don't know.
Has a strong tendency to lie. You think I should what?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of a good one.
Heavy breathing when talking.
Wears too much jewelry.
Oh, I like that.
And if they're not rich, like it doesn't have to be nice jewelry. But you know.
So I said it doesn't need to be nice or fancy jewelry. That's a good one. I don't know what that is, Melchior. I'm sorry. Stan Laurel and Hardy? Or from Laurel and Hardy. I don't know what that is. That must be like an Australian thing. Watch, it's not. It's like an old like 80s sitcom or something.
What about like could it just be like is wearing all yellow or something like that?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I'd choose a color. But,
oh, okay.
But yes, it could be something like that. Has an oddly unique fashion sense. Is that what you want? Something like that? Or an over-the-top fashion sense that no sane individual would ever appreciate?
I mean, those sound like
you could take
characters I'm playing.
So it's perfect.
Yeah, I'm playing in tomorrow night's game. Not tomorrow night. Friday night's game. I'm playing the fortune teller.
has a completely over-the-top fashion sense that no sensible human being would wear. And then I can only imagine some of the descriptions of those NPCs people would come up with. You know what's always creepy?
What?
People who smile all the time. Like, no matter what it is.
Is it?
Yeah, like, I don't, like, I feel like this has been a character in, like, comedies and stuff. The person who's always, like, happy and smiling, even when they're, like, berating you or, like, whatever, they're still happy and smiling, you know? Like, no? You've never seen anything like that? I'm trying to think of a character from a movie that's been like that.
Just like somebody who smiles excessively?
Yeah, but it's not like a normal smile. It's like a grinning ear to ear kind of smile. Like they're just over the top, bubbly and whatever, even when like shit's hitting the fan. Mm-hmm. It's usually like a character in a comedy. But it's always a creepy character. They're always fucking creepy. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you could
I was thinking of that, but maybe that's not a good one.
I mean, I think you could do that, though, if you wanted to.
They walk with a dragging limp.
You should probably say, like, they walk with a limp dragging their leg behind them or something like that. And that's more like a disability.
Kinda. From a previous injury.
From a war wound.
Nah, it kind of pigeonholes him into being a soldier.
No, they could have been a nurse.
Yeah.
Could have been a cook.
Yeah, that's like some next level creativity, though.
Just saying.
Come on, aren't we all like surface thinkers? We're like, boom, first thing, done. When someone says a war wound, I don't think of a nurse. I just don't. My head doesn't go there.
Yeah, but you can reskin it however you feel like.
I know.
You know?
I agree.
Isn't that the point?
Yes. I'm going to have to cook that steak tomorrow. What about has a glass eye?
That's a good one.
They may wear an eye patch, but might be more interesting without. Always speaks as though they've thought the matter through carefully, like the sky is blue, as though they've given careful consideration that it might actually be red. So basically
It's almost like they sound unsure of everything.
I mean, it kind of sounds like a pothead. Like, but is the sky really blue? I mean, come on, man.
Stop.
Like, how is the sky blue if space is black? And the sun is yellow? Like, that doesn't even work. I don't know. That's how I imagine stoners debate or talk about theory. I don't know.
Okay. So.
What about that? What about, like, always debating philosophical things? Or always bringing up philosophical things?
Okay.
Hey, Victor. Glass eye depends on the society being advanced enough to produce glass. Yes, that is true, Melchior. That's true.
It could be wood, though.
Yeah, it could be wooden. Whoops, I didn't do that. There we go. Let's see, maybe like a distinct mark on their face. A scar that they try to hide.
Like a scar on your face is like really typical.
A scar on their neck that they try to cover up.
I don't know.
To prevent talking about it. No? You don't like that?
Mm-mm. How about like...
Has a love for potato sacks and, you know, gets really uncomfortable if you talk about anything related to gardening?
Stop it. What about has like... Could they like... I don't know.
Has a strange obsession with gardening.
So I was gonna say has a bizarre obsession with an exotic plant. Or animal. You could do plant or animal.
I'm going to go with gardening. Such as a particular plant. Or the process in general. We can go with an animal one. Has attachment issues to their pet. Extra finger or two? Yes, that's very Princess Bride, but I do like that.
What about where's...
Maybe
yeah,
not.
maybe not, because it is very Princess Bride. What about, like, where's, like red braided cord around their wrist or something like that?
You really like this jewelry idea.
I'm just trying to mix it up, because you wouldn't come up with that. I don't know. Is always looking at something in their pocket?
Are always fidgeting with a bracelet that they are wearing.
I think fidgeting with something in their pocket is a good idea. No? Get rid of the bracelet.
I'm fine with the bracelet.
Too much jewelry. Why do we keep just talking about jewelry?
I don't know. Why do we keep talking about jewelry?
What's your deal?
I don't know. I think the bracelet's fine. So one of the things I'm thinking about at the moment, why I like this more than the pocket, is because if you are sitting at a table with someone, they can like kind of act it out a little. You're not going to see them with their hands in their pocket if they're sitting down, right? That's inconceivable.
Okay, I need to put some of these paints away.
All right, who did the Pistons take?
Oh, we are not here to speak about basketball.
Okay, but I got to check this out and find out. This is a
But
big
you
deal.
don't have to.
Oh, but I do. This is a big deal.
You know what? If you're going to make fun of me getting excited about buying potato sacks, then you don't get
Killian
to watch...
Hayes. All right.
You don't get to watch.
Oh, maybe I didn't want that.
See? Now you're disappointed. And now here we are trying
yeah.
What if they're obsessed with some sort of event or sport or tournament like basketball?
Ooh, tournament. Obsessed with
a local tournament.
Yeah, no. Well, yes and no. Obsessed with um, trying to start a local tournament. Fighting tournament. No, just say tournament. I imagine like a guy who's like, oh man, it'd be really cool if we had a tournament in town. Like, oh, we could have like archery competitions and we could call it like the Celtic Festival. I don't know, whatever.
Okay, yeah, man, let's do it.
Short and grumpy demeanor. Okay.
Thinks everything you say is outlandish.
Short and thinks every little comment is a jab at his height. Little, get it? Ah.
Oh my gosh, that's so bad.
That's so good. Super sensitive. I'm gonna go with overly sensitive after that too.
So after
I'm at 18, by the way. This is gonna be the quickest one we've done.
How to do the rest of these eyes. NPC. That was a PC, his or her life.
I don't like that. Because that implies that they know each other. I don't know if I want to force that necessarily. Are you starting the girl with standing on the dragon head?
That's what I'm gonna do next. I told you. You told Caleb I would, or Caleb said that he wanted it too, and you know when your 5-year-old makes a request,
you know it.
You have to comply. Nobody else spoke up, so therefore he gets what he wants.
Yep, pretty much. I don't know. We only need 3 more. We're on number 18 right now. Carries a... What does he carry? What do they carry? Something odd. A book about a particular creature.
No, you should say is always looking something up in a book. Or they always have a book for that. You know? Or...
carries a book around town, and it's never the same one. Nobody knows if they actually read them.
Carries the feather.
All right. NPC carries an iron frying pan with a +2 to hit.
Yep. I'm in on it.
I'm not digging the locket one. I kind of like the frying pan one, minus the +2 to hit. Feather would be fine, too.
I like how they get upset when they ask about the locket.
I like that, too. I just don't like the locket aspect.
Could be a pocket watch.
Wears... a feather, a large feather from a bird, and gets very defensive if you ask about it.
Like what? A feather from a non-bird?
I mean, kinda. I don't know.
There are no non-bird.
This is a fantasy world.
Feathers.
You might have an owl bear, which might be not considered an owl and more a bear, even though it has feathers.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Part of it is bird-like.
Doesn't mean it's a bird. We're a small box.
Okay, so what?
NPC has an... I don't know. I kind of like the NPC... they carry... Like, basically they wear a large feather. And then I was kind of trying to tie the becoming angry thing. But they become defensive if asked about it.
Nobody's going to ask about a feather. People are going to ask about, like, the locket.
Why would they ask about the locket?
Because.
But not the feather.
Because nobody's going to talk about the way they look. So
No, but they might go, oh, that's a cool feather. Where'd you get it from? What kind of bird is that from? I don't know. Fine. Apparently I have dumb ideas.
No, I mean,
Jeez.
I'm not saying that.
Whatever.
I don't know. I was just saying, like, I don't understand why they would ask about the feather. I'd never asked somebody about their feather.
Have you seen people wearing large over-the-top feathers? I mean, I would assume they're a pimp if they got a large feather, like in their hat or something. Like, I'm getting this image of like a guy in a purple suit with like zebra on the collar.
What's
and then
going
a
on?
huge feather out of his hat.
Oh my gosh, no. I don't know what's happening right now.
So the remake of Final Fantasy VII had somebody who had a bunch of stray cats following him. I don't know. I never played it, but I heard about it. Oh, I thought the stream froze because your hand didn't move.
Oh, I'm being really still.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to
only
be
need 2
gentle
more.
with this thing's beautiful eyes that I'm butchering. So, you know.
Who's always wielding a sword, but doesn't look like somebody who would ever use it.
I mean, yeah, but you wouldn't phrase it that way. You'd be like, always, you know, like, carries a weapon that looks too large and too heavy for them.
Okay, so I said always carrying a weapon which looks too large or heavy for them to handle properly.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm saying, Victor, you probably have a very lucrative hustling business where you offer protection
What?
for people. You know, basically you might be a pimp if you got a large feather in all your hats.
Oh, I was thinking like a pirate feather.
I mean, yeah, I kind of was too, but then like my head went to like pimps for some reason. I don't know.
So somebody
Why?
at work today in a team meeting said, "Hey guys, did you know?"
Ooh, they always find something in their pockets when around the PCs. They always find something new and distracting in their pockets when around the PCs. I like it. All right, so there's our quirks table. We've got 20. I dig them as they
I
are.
feel like we could keep going.
I mean, we could, but I'm good. I think this is good for now. Maybe we'll make another
we're
one.
like on a roll though.
Nah, it kind of slowed down. It slowed down.
Okay.
Like it was petering off a little, I think.
Okay. All right. No problem. So today at work, we're in a meeting, and one guy said, "Hey guys," because it got really quiet. He said, "Fun fact, did you know that some people don't have an inner monologue?"
Did you know me and Caleb talked about this today?
And he's like, "Isn't that so weird?" And they're like, "What do you mean?" And so he's like, they don't hear hear themselves.
They can't imagine the sounds in their like head.
Yeah. They you know, they talk to themselves in their head, they don't have like sound in their head, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's me. And he was like, oh my gosh, it was like I was a unicorn. He was like, I've only ever heard of people like you. I've never actually met somebody like that.
So did he start asking you a bunch of questions?
Yeah, they all had all sorts of questions about it.
So Caleb said today, he's like, I can imagine what what things look like. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like in my head, I could just think, what do you say? I can think it and see it in my head or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I can do that too. So then I asked him, I said, can you also hear things? Like if I say, imagine what mommy sounds like right now, can you hear that? And he's like, no. I'm like, then you're like mommy. Because I can totally do that.
Oh, I definitely can't do that. But, you know, other people are like, yeah, I have conversations with myself.
I do sometimes.
In my head. And I'm like, I can't do that. Like, I have to talk out loud. If I need, like, you know, or whatever.
So, Drake, we do have someone who walks with a limp and kind of drags their foot.
Pimp walk.
But not the shift to the other leg.
Where did the pimps come from?
That was my
because of your
thing.
Feather.
Yeah.
It's all your...
Melchior says, how about a table of 10 useless or semi-useless items which an NPC might have in their pockets?
Oh, yeah, let's do that. That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah. I'm not interested in that one.
What?
Sorry. I'm just not. I mean, I would just use the trinkets table is what I would do. Because that's so specific. Like, that is such a specific table. Do you think any DMs out there are like, man, I really wish I had a table for all of the things other than lint might be in their pockets.
You know what you do, though? Like, when they kill some...
Dude.
Shut up. When they kill somebody, sometimes it's nice... Shut up, what are you, 5? It's nice because... you can roll something on the table and it's like, it's a miscellaneous item. The characters will think it is valuable for some reason. Like, but it's an interesting
But
item.
I would just make it like a trinket. Like, just go to a trinket table. I don't think another random table of things that would fit in the palm of your hand. I don't know. Maybe. Am I wrong?
I mean, you're wrong a lot, so like maybe.
I mean, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. Whatever.
No, I'm actually afraid to open up Word again. I'm afraid it's going to just bog the stream down. We could make a table of secrets.
Ooh, that could be interesting.
How about that?
What about local rumors or something?
Basically.
Or local gossip.
I'll just call it secrets or gossip table. Secrets, gossip, and rumors.
A random table of how to annoy your wife.
Oh, yeah, that's easy.
Dude, he's got you hooked up. He can handle you. That one, we can do 100.
Oh. All right, so this is the secret gossip, and rumors table. All right, so numero 1. They want to steal from a local farmer. That's a secret. Yeah.
Wow.
I was inspired by Melchior's. I want to pick the pocket of the elderly farmer. No, TV remote's not an issue in our house. We don't fight over it. Secrets, gossip, and rumors.
Could be something about, like so and so, the local baker once saw the blacksmith, insert name here, walking around at night carrying an extra large sack or something.
With a large human-sized sack. Local baker once saw the blacksmith walking around at night with a large human-sized sack. Okay. Over his shoulder.
Yeah, and then you should say, like, in the next morning. Never mind. That would probably go too far.
Yeah, I think we're good there.
Okay.
Local candle maker, a gnome, uses lifts to appear taller. The city is actually in debt. No, not the city. The mayor is actually...
we don't want these to be necessarily plot hooks.
They could be, though. It could be a rumor, though. The leader of the city is actually in debt, but has everyone thinking that they are rich. Doesn't mean it's true. It might just be this one person's conspiracy theory, too.
You could do that the barmaid slips a love potion into drinks in order to get better tips.
Oh. I like that. That's a good one. Most of the town is actually fathered by one local.
Oh, that's not creepy or anything.
Or is actually fathered by the hermit just outside of town. I'm going to say might be fathered by one local. There is a secret society of women who cast curses on those they don't like.
I mean, can I sign up for that? Like,
you're already part of that. You're
You're
already part of that.
registration.
Just yeah, you're already part of that. Go read some tarot cards. Get it done. Let's come up with a boogeyman story. Like, what would be an interesting, like, boogeyman? Like, once a year, during a full moon, a creature crawls out of the well and takes somebody back with it or something.
It should be like there's this like
Flappy Fish says, "What a cool mini!"
Like house or yeah. So this was something that somebody printed and sent to us, right?
Yes, I'm forgetting the name of the company off the top of my head. I can't remember it right now off the top of my head.
So he printed out, so he makes like the design for it basically, and he printed a couple and sent them to us. So they're pretty unique. You should put a link in the comments.
I had one a couple weeks
down
ago.
below.
Hang on,
But they're kind of cool. I don't know. So I guess this was supposed to be more like a Zorn.
Colossal miniatures.
Oh, okay, there you go. But, you know, things went, you know, sci-fi style. So, like, here we are. Oh, I like that one. Several witnesses claim the baker has reptilian skin. It's hidden under his human skin. That's a great one.
We have a baker. Should I switch it to something else?
So, what
Several
about
witnesses
the
claim-
apothecary?
Isn't that like a medical person?
Yeah, the apothecary has reptilian skin. So that would be like an herbalist or whatever. So
Okay.
potions and stuff like that, right?
Has reptilian skin. It is hidden under his human skin.
And that's perfect for like an apothecary or something too.
I'm going to put several witnesses in quotation marks. All right, numero 8. Yeah, Colossal Miniatures, if you back them on Patreon, they have different levels. And you can get a whole different set of miniatures, not miniatures, STL files for 3D printing with backing them every month. So,
And
they
I
were
like
happy to
these
send
because
them to me.
they are sort of flexible. Like you could do a lot of things with this, with something like this too, or something like this. Like obviously I went with a non-traditional color scheme, but you could go with more traditional color scheme, or like this could go a lot of different ways. You could go in a lot of different directions with it. So they're kind of cool.
All right.
There's even like a little more townsfolk style guy.
No, he's supposed to have 2
There's gonna
swords,
be-
2
Oh.
machetes. They both broke, it looks like. Or no, one of them's broke.
I think. Oh yeah, in like shipping.
It's got to get like glued or something. No, I think it got broken after.
Oh, because of the kids?
I think so.
Probably.
So
yours won't be broken.
So number 8, don't drink from the well. Well, they would make it themselves. They'd print it themselves.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
So number 8, don't drink from the well during a full moon.
What about make sure you always put like a coin in the fountain or something like that before bed.
Make sure you always pay tribute at the tree stump on the edge of town.
What if really small brush? I don't know if I can do what I'm thinking.
Uh-oh. Just gonna ruin it now. I feel like I should make that steak tonight. No, I shouldn't.
No, you shouldn't.
Should go to bed and then make it tomorrow for lunch. Never liked the idea of having someone, perhaps a big bad evil guy, who is immortal and invulnerable unless struck a fatal blow with a weapon made from gold. Why gold? I do like a specific item that is the only thing that can hurt a big bad evil guy, though. What are you looking for?
Just a piece of paper. Do you have like a miscellaneous piece
For-
of paper?
Yeah, I mean, for what though?
Because I want to see how fine tip this fine tip pen is. Like, could I use a pen instead of a paintbrush?
Told you, gonna ruin it.
I'm not gonna ruin it.
Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just do that. Try it. I don't know.
I mean, it's really small.
Isn't that what you want?
Yeah.
So there you go. You
Let's
got what
try
you
it
wanted.
out.
You
I
got it.
know, but I don't know if it's gonna write on this
I mean, okay,
surface.
but you won't
It's
know
more
until
of a
you try.
Drawing pen. I mean, we're gonna find out. I'll do it not on the one in the front, just in case.
I mean, there is no front.
Well, like the mouth, you know, it's gonna
Oh,
turn
okay.
and attack.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
Don't do it. Just kidding. Just kidding. This is tough. Don't ask the bartender to keep the drinks flowing. Your tab. Actually, I'll just leave it at that. Alright, what would be a good rumor? Rumor has it that the local elders are not actually from this town.
I don't know if this is going well or not.
Oh, the marker? Adam Eterno has the secret to immortality. A local alchemist has the formula for immortality. I love that so much. Like, I feel like I could plan a whole campaign around that.
Well, we should also do like adventure hooks or like adventure.
Well, like, these could be, though.
Yeah.
Like, that right there, I mean, maybe he does have the formula for immortality. And maybe it just so happens to make you a lich. Like, you know? Or maybe, yeah, you're immortal, but you become a vegetable. Like, not literally, but you just stop aging and, like, whatever. Or maybe it's you're immortal, but you're turned to stone. You can see and hear everything happening around you, but you're unable to do anything because you're just a stone statue. I don't know. There's a lot of ways that could go. Um, the hermit herbalist in the woods requires adventurers to seek a powerful item for him. The captain of the guard has a propensity to gamble all of his money away. The town jailer is more than happy to take bribes.
Every time there's
Storm.
like a full moon. I don't know, something
A
happens.
blood red moon. The town.
All the sheep die. Or something.
All the town livestock die. Unless someone is sacrificed. Now they're like a cult. A soothsayer wears a necklace of teeth, supposedly from those who wanted to change their fate. The more teeth, the better your odds.
There's a guy who lives in the alley behind the bar who will tell you your fortune for a copper piece.
Oh, I like that. The llamas here are hundreds of years old and breathe fire.
Why they gotta be cannibals?
How about instead of breathing fire, they spit acid, since llamas spit, and eat flesh of people. That's a rumor. I mean, it could be true, but it might not be true. Right?
I think they should eat like apples or something.
I mean, they could eat apples. This is just it could be a rumor. The town temple is a fraud. They actually serve a different deity than they let on. Secrets, gossip, and rumors, Melchior. And I'm on the very last one. The true heir to the throne.
I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. You alright?
Mm-hmm.
The true heir to the throne is being kept in a nearby village. And there's 20. Boom. That's good. I like that. That's a good table. I could see myself using this quite a bit, actually. Is this one going to work? There it is. In case you guys want to see it, there you go. I like that, though. Like, this is the kind of stuff that gets me excited. I start, like, reading these things, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that makes me want to run a game about this. You know? And when I run homebrew stuff, I try to give... My goal is to give the players 3 hooks every time they're in town for different things, you know? I'll usually have 1 or 2 that might be linked to the main quest I have in mind, and then I'll have another one that's a complete side quest kind of thing. For example, we had in my Forgotten Throne game, one of the side quests was an ingredient for some pies for the baker, and had no bearing on the main story whatsoever, and the players took it and went and didn't look for other hooks. So that's, at least if I remember right, I think that was the only hook they got, but I had other plans for hooks, and that just happened to be the one they went after. So a cow owned by a local peasant is supposed to be over 100 years old, since nobody has ever seen or heard of the owner or their ancestors ever buying a new cow or disposing of a dead one. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to use that one, though. Because we finished this table.
Okay. So I think I'm going to pass on this guy for a little bit.
Okay.
And I'll finish him up in the future. I got to think exactly how I want to finish him.
Okay.
It's almost done. I think I'm going to switch over to this.
Okay.
So...
They can't see it yet, so there you go.
Question numero uno.
While you ask your question, I am going to go inside real quick. And I'll be right back.
What color dragon is this?
Oh, a red dragon.
You think so?
It's got to be red or green or black or something. Yeah, it can't be a... You can't use chromatic. Chromatic are typically good.
I know, but what color does Caleb want it to be? Caleb's going to want it to be...
Yeah, but he's not going to use it, so it doesn't matter.
But I just did like green and blue and stuff like that. I don't want to do red. I'll do orange.
Do one of Tiamat's heads.
I'll do orange.
Orange? There's no orange dragon. That's like a
gold
dragon. Because that's a gold dragon.
You know what? Get out of here. Go.
So
I thought you were going.
So there's black, red, white, blue, and green.
Go.
Do one of those.
I don't want to listen to you.
I know you don't. Keep them entertained.
So this is the Tiamat that we have. It's not a giant Tiamat. It's sort of a small Tiamat. So I guess current suggestion is to do one of these colors for a head. I don't know. I guess I can do red. I'm super pumped about red. Maybe I'll make it more red-orange because it should probably be that color anyway. Okay, let me put this back. It's not an orange dragon. I think that's crappy. Burnt orange. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. So let's do that. I don't even know where the paintbrushes are. It's all disorganized out here. Did he say what he wanted to work on next? And what kind of table he was interested in doing? I feel like we need like the 100 in the table. I'm not gonna let it go. I think that would be better. Oh. We'll see how this comes out. I don't know. Guess it'll probably be fine. She's very petite though. She's really small, like up against. I feel like she's really tiny. I guess she's not that short, but in the scale of the miniature world, that's a difference. Maybe. I don't know. She looks little in this. I made an executive decision.
And went with orange.
And went with, it's going to end up being a burnt orange.
What the?
Which is almost red.
No, it's not.
It's going to be red.
It's not.
It's basically going to end up red. It is.
You're so full of it.
That's what
Well,
me and Drake said I
that's
should
the
do.
spin job.
That's what he said. I don't control what he types into the chat. He was the only suggestion.
Yeah,
So that was my only option. I couldn't do anything else.
Yeah, okay.
I have to do what they say.
Whatever. I should just leave you on stream for 20 minutes by yourself. Go back inside. Be like,
Don't do that.
I'm making some steak.
I don't even know how to turn everything off.
Well, I'll come back in 20 minutes.
No, thank you. No thanks. I don't have interesting things to say for like 5 minutes.
Why?
I don't know. Due to the person that I am.
Oh, whatever. That's not true. You can come up with something. You do meetings all day where you have to make stuff up.
I mean, I don't make things up.
So then how do you come up with the ideas beforehand? You make it up.
Well, you sit there and you think about it and you write it down.
But you don't need to write it down. You already thought about it.
Oh, no. I need to write it down because I will forget.
But you already thought about it. You don't need to do that.
See? New merchandise idea.
Paint and let paint. Oh, man. Meyer's still looking for a content producer.
Look at that. All right, so what's next?
I don't know. I don't think I should start another one. We did so well on those two. I'm afraid if we do the third, it won't get finished.
It won't happen? Like we've used all the creativity
I mean, no, there's always creativity to be had. I think we have a good thing that went on tonight. 2 tables done very quickly. Like, that's about as good as it gets, right?
Are you excited about your game tomorrow?
Oh, yeah.
You're playing what session? Is that session 0?
Yeah, I got to create my character, so I might as well look at that book real quick. So this has like been a stressful week. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, I got so many games.
I'm actually doing
because I'm not prepped for Saturday's game. I don't remember, and I have not taken the time to look. I'm probably just going to look on Saturday. Saturday.
That's fine. We can
We'll be fine with
partially
it.
make up our own stuff. My brother does a great job of just making up things that you didn't have built into the storyline, apparently. So,
Like what?
like when he was connecting the dots of the years of things or whatever, and you're like, oh yeah, I don't know, I just made that up.
I mean, that's kind of what I do. All right, so there's archetypes. So you pick an archetype.
This is for what game?
Pulp Cthulhu.
Pulp Cthulhu. Okay.
So the steps to character creation are you choose an archetype. You then generate characteristics. Step 3, determine the pulp talents. Step 4, determine occupation. Step 5, decide skills and allocate skill points. Step 6, create a backstory. And step 7, round out the hero. So the archetype...
Oh, see, 7 easy steps.
Yep. So the archetype, I was going to go with a beefcake. Physical, muscular, and capable of handling themselves when the chips are down.
That sounds exactly like something you would pick.
Born that way or has worked hard in the pursuit of physical perfection. You won't find these guys and gals in the library, but you might see their faces on a billboard. Beefcakes come in 2 varieties, the caring, silent type, or the brazen loudmouth.
Which one are you going to go for?
I don't know. Not probably the caring, silent type. No, I'm just kidding. Probably the cocky loudmouth. I mean...
Okay, I'm just asking.
Yeah, if I had to choose one.
I'm just trying to ask you about your character. I'm trying to help you develop your character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't even know there was the... Oh, that's kind of cool. There's a bookmark. Didn't even notice. So I like that one. I also like hard-boiled. Tough and streetwise, someone who is hard-boiled understands that to catch a thief, you have to think like a thief. So
oh,
like
that's
that
kind of cool.
There was another one I was interested in, I thought. I'm not seeing it. Oh, Two-Fisted, I think, was the other one.
Is that just like a fighter character?
Live fast, die hard is the motto of the Two-Fisted. Such individuals are storehouses of energy, strong, tough, and very capable. Such types are inclined to resolve disputes with their fists rather than words, usually hard drinking and hard talking. They like getting straight to the point and dislike pomp and ceremony. They do not suffer fools gladly. The Two-Fisted seem to live life in a hurry, quick to anger, contemptuous of authority, and ready to play as dirty as the next guy. So I like that one too. So Two-Fisted and Beefcake mostly are the 2 I was interested in. And then I think under occupation, boxer or wrestler.
Oh, you should go with wrestler.
No, I mean it's the same thing.
About.
It's the same thing.
Okay.
It's boxer/wrestler. And then it's...
Was that step 2?
I don't know.
You need to do the steps.
Yes, it's the occupation. It's step 4. Yeah, but I'm not doing it all right now. I'm going to do it tomorrow.
Do the whole thing, though.
Yeah, I'm going to do it tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to
No, we're creating characters on there. No, I was just telling you what the 2 things were that I was...
what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Of.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because I like those. I love the art in here. It's pretty cool.
Is it?
It's old school. It's like old, like Rosie the Riveter, like era art kind of thing.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, some of it's really good.
You're gonna have fun.
Oh, I'm sure it's gonna be a blast. Like the artwork almost makes me want to play like a World War II soldier. Like
what time
that's how I
frame
feel.
is the game in?
That's a question for
Ooh.
Drake.
That's a
BN
great
Drake. It's on
question.
it's on his homebrew world, so it's not Earth. So it's like his own setting. He can better explain it though. But yeah, soldier sounds interesting just because of the art style. It just makes me think of like Captain America, World War II. You know?
Yeah, that would be fun.
Right? Using random tables for inspiration.
Look at that.
A personal description for a male. Give me a number, 1 through 20, guys. Alternate version of Earth 2008. With no internet, I think is what was decided. Because I think a player had
2008.
problems with that or didn't want that. So there's 20 things on this chart for male, female, and unisex.
4.
4. So for the guy, it's baby-faced.
Oh, we have a request.
Victor says 5. So for the woman, number 5 is shapely. Give me another number.
12.
12 for the unisex is skinny.
These aren't very descriptive.
They're one word.
Oh, okay.
They're all one word. And, well, baby-faced kind of is. Well built is number 18 for males. For unisex, one of them's tattooed. Dial-up internet if we're lucky. Well, that's a bummer. So here's ideology and beliefs. One of them is don't touch me, I'm special. One is you gotta have faith, brother. Which I'm just thinking of Hulk Hogan saying, brother. Gotta have faith, brother. My destiny is my destiny is already decided. I'm just following along. Significant people. Oh, that's just whatever. Oh, it's a twofer. Okay, so say you rolled like a 1, that's your parent. You might get that they taught you something. What? And then you have to fill it out. So this is like part of that backstory part. So you do all these tables and then you flesh out your character. Is what it comes down to.
That's kind of cool.
6. So Melchior rolled a 6. This is on our second to last table. This is for treasured possession. Your collection. What is it? Examples. Matchbooks, jewelry, cigarette cards. And then there's traits, too. Just random traits. With 3 columns. But you roll a d10. Round out the hero.
I mean, it sounds like a lot of fun.
It will be. It'll be fun.
Not gonna lie.
We're going to see how long until Peter kills Roll Stats character, though.
I don't know, dude, but, like, when you do it, I need you to just be like...
Sucks to suck.
Oh. Too bad. Or whatever. Like, I just need you to just,
So...
to get him on it.
Peter.
Because he was rough the other night. He was just like...
Yeah, he was, like, just dead.
You got, 6 hit points. So, like...
So,
dead.
Peter, the other night, when Bill said prostate or whatever he said...
Prostrate?
No. Did he say prostrate?
Yeah.
Prostrate or whatever? And you, like, snickered. I busted a gut laughing. And then I noticed I was the only one laughing. Luckily, my mic was muted. But I was dying laughing at your little, like, giggle after that. It was so good. You done streaming?
I think I'm all set for right now. I don't know. I'm just not going to get far enough, so
That's fine.
I'm just like...
All right, we will wrap. We'll wrap it up right there. But, if you want these tables that we made tonight or on any night, go head on over to our Patreon, become a patron, and we share them there. So today we got 2 done.
This guy? Well, I don't know if I got anything done. I'm going to end up coming back to this guy, I'm sure.
Oh, okay.
I got to figure out exactly how I'm going to finish
Who said anything about getting that done? I didn't say that.
You said we got 2 things done.
2 tables.
Oh. I thought you were talking about miniatures.
No, so...
Yes, that's what I
know,
said
Bill.
too.
I know, Bill.
Like, that didn't even go through my head, and he was just like...
I was dying laughing at Peter, man. because I knew where his mind went. But anyway, so we'll have these 2 tables up over there on Patreon.
And we'll finish this one next week.
Yes,
I
possibly. I don't know.
get
She
it.
hasn't finished a single one. None of them have the finish on them. They're all in danger of having the paint rubbed off,
One.
including the bone dragon on the shelf.
You know what? Maybe next week we'll just we're at like 13.
When? We're like 13, dude.
Yup.
Yeah, maybe
Look,
next week we'll
look,
finish them. Sure. Because we
I'll
haven't said
work
that
on
a bunch of times before.
Yeah, because we've got this guy and this guy.
Oh, there's a whole box of them.
This and this. We got this. We got this.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
We got this. This dude's one of my favorites.
The minute
Okay.
our 5-year-old gets his hands on him, though, the paint is coming off. And then
See,
she'll
this
just have to
guy's
repaint.
done. I finished that guy.
Yeah, that was like 5 years ago. 4
Yeah,
years ago.
but that's one more than these.
I mean, yeah. I think you only got it out to take a picture of it, though.
I guess I never really finished the bottom of this guy. Should do that.
That's my Tomb of Annihilation guy. Speaking of which, we gotta play that again.
Sure do.
All right. Well, anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We will be making characters for Pulp Cthulhu. It's our session 0. So tune back in for that. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Game on.